We have the vice president coming in today. Why do you think she's here?
Because she's the flip-flopper, and she's trying to get some votes at the last minute. Where was she 3.5, 4 years ago?
How do you feel about Vice President Kamala Harris's visit here today?
I'd like to be over in her face.
What would you tell her?
I'd say, it's about time you visited the border. I said, let me show you what it's really like.
It's all publicity. It's kind of like she's here. She doesn't care. She just cares about winning.
Why do you think she's here?
Politics, of course.
So you're not being fooled?
No, absolutely not. I mean, she's had, 3.5, 4 years to do something of some consequences and hasn't done anything, and I don't think she's going to do anything but carry on another word salad, I guess.
If you had a chance to talk to the vice president today, what would you tell her?
She's honestly not worth talking to. She doesn't have a clue what's going on in the country. She's just there for herself.
My message to her is go back to San Francisco and fix what you screwed up. We don't need you here telling us what we need, because it's obvious after 3.5 years of being the border czar, she hasn't got a damn clue what's going on and what needs to be done.
All right, y'all. Commie Kamala Harris finally visited a portion of the southern border yesterday in Douglas, Arizona. Hallelujah. Although it's a little late with only 30-something days before the election, you'd think a good time to do so would have been, I don't know, maybe once she assumed power as vice president in January of 2021.
And as vice president, there wasn't a single thing that I did that she couldn't do. And so I was able to delegate her responsibility on everything from foreign policy to domestic policy.
So seems like the logical thing to do would have been to, secure our nation before sending out boatloads of cash and resources to other countries. But hey, what do I know? Maybe now's the perfect opportunity to return to the scene of her own crime. After 3.5 years of unpunished murders, drugs, and trafficking, millions of illegal aliens have been allowed to flood into our country, many of which have received first-class treatment with our tax dollars footing those bills. Tens of thousands of children have been separated from their families and unaccounted for, along with who knows how many other gotaways just roaming around our streets. All-out chaos has become the norm, and now this genius wants to talk about setting up some rules and enforcing the law. You can't make this stuff up, y'all.
There are consequential issues at stake in this election, and one is the security of our border. The United States is a sovereign nation, and I believe we have a duty to set rules at our border and to enforce them. And I take that responsibility very seriously.
Oh, do you now? But what about all this chin boogieing and popping off at the mouth you did?
I am in favor of saying that we're not going to treat people who are undocumented across the border as criminals. That's correct. That is correct.
And we must also have the courage to reject that term illegal alien. I have seen some of the worst of criminal behavior. I have seen the worst of crime. An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal.
I know what a crime looks like. And I will tell you, an undocumented immigrant is not a criminal. An undocumented immigrant is not a criminal. Being an undocumented immigrant is not a crime.
We ain't gonna do that. No, Kamala, it is a crime. Being undocumented is the same as if we were to drive without a license or refuse to file our taxes. When you fail to do those things, you are in fact breaking the law. And you'd think as a former prosecutor, she'd at least know what a law is. I mean, she tries to bash Trump about breaking laws all the time and falsely labels him as a criminal or a threat to democracy. But when it comes to actual criminals that should be punished and deported, they get a free pass to live it up without a care in the world. She gives them free health care, free food, housing, you name it. Anyone from anywhere can literally come here under her administration and get the VIP treatment.
Up with education, down, down with deportation. Up with education, down, down with deportation.
You support giving universal health care, Medicare for all, to people who are in this country illegally?
Let me just be very clear about this. I am opposed to any policy that would deny in our country any human being from access to public safety, public education, or public health, period. For the commander-in-chief to suggest that we have to build a wall across our southern border because there are terrorists who are trying to invade the country, it couldn't be farther from the truth. On the subject of transnational gangs, let's be perfectly clear. The president's medieval vanity project is not going to stop them.
I believe if someone crosses over the border illegally, it is illegal, and you would decriminalize it.
I would not make it a crime punishable by jail. It should be a civil enforcement issue. Listen, I think there's no question that we've got to critically re-examine ICE and its role and the way that it is being administered and the work it is doing, and we need to probably think about starting from scratch.
Nope, it ain't ICE that needs to be critically re-examined. It's the fact that having her anywhere near a position of leadership for our country with the ability to make decisions leads to results like this right here.
Look at these names. It goes on. Dozens and dozens and dozens of Americans raped, murdered, victims of violent crimes because of their wide open borders. And breaking today, a scary new report. The director of ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, confirming to FoxNews.com that more than 13,000 Harris Biden illegal immigrants are convicted of murder are now roaming around your country. 13,000 murderers on the loose inside our country, along with an additional 2,000 with pending murder charges. Meanwhile, more than 15,000 convicted rapists, sex offenders are also in your country illegally, and more than 2,500 kidnappers are on the loose. All told, more than 400,000 criminal illegal immigrants, even those with terror ties, spread across America. And you can thank your border czar, Kamala Harris, along with, another 222,000 pending criminal charges. We have murderers, we have rapists, we have people with known terror ties, we have gangs, we have drug traffickers, all that she has let in. Oh, and we have Iranian assassins looking to kill Donald Trump. As borders are, when Kamala's radical policies led to a full-blown crisis, she lied straight to your face. She acted like it's not happening. The border's secure. She looked at scenes like the ones you're looking at right there and flat out told you, no, this isn't happening. The border is secure. She told you over and over again. Take a look.
Would you call the border secure?
I think that there is no question that we have to do what the president and I asked Congress to do. Is the first request we made. Pass a bill to create a pathway to citizenship. The border is secure. As your president, I will protect our nation's sovereignty, secure our border, and work to fix our broken system of immigration.
Oh, okay, so it's broke and you gonna fix it. Goodness gracious. So let me get this straight. It was secure when you were just vice president, which you still are, but now it's not secure and you're gonna fix it as president, but you could have done that already. But you want us to trust that you'll make it right someday. Interesting.
The notion that the border is closed. Why should they believe you when they know that people are getting in?
Well, Lester, here's the thing. I've been working on this issue for a very long time.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
I'm here in Guatemala today. At some point, we are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making.
We know, Kami, you don't understand much of anything, which is why we the people all need to come together, allow the brain stems to connect in honor of common sense, and vote for Donald Trump to reclaim that Oval Office as Big 47. Even she admitted that that's the solution in her speech last night.
It is time for us to turn the page on the ugly battles that have characterized our politics. And it is time to move forward together to achieve real solutions that make our country stronger. And I know we can get this done. I know we have the will. I know we have the courage. I know the solutions are at hand. And I know we are ready.
I don't know about you, but I am darn sure ready to turn the page on Biden-Harris and to make America great again. To make America godly again is the ultimate goal. That would be gooder than chicken. And the only option and real shot at making that happen is by showing up November 5th, casting that ballot for Donald Trump and praying to the Lord that things work out in our favor, that we get a fair election this time around. Amen. But I'll end on that note. I'd love to hear what y'all think about all this. Drop a comment below and let's keep the conversation rolling.
Now they have pledged
to carry out the largest deportation, a mass deportation in American history. Imagine what that would look like and what that would be.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, ring the notification bell so you get notified anytime I post a new video. If you like what I'm doing over here and you want to show a little extra love and support, make sure you go check out our website down below in the description section. That way you can get all the awesome shirts that you see me wearing in every single video. They're all made by my smoking hot wife with tons of different designs to choose from. Sizes ranges from itty bitty extra small to big and hefty 5X. I'm sure we got something that you like or a great gift for someone that you love. Outside of that, you can always join the Gibson family here on YouTube and become a member by clicking that join button. You can buy me a coffee. You can join the Patreon family. All those links are down below as well. By no means do you have to do any of that. Just showing up and watching my freckle face on your screens for a few minutes, I'm greatly appreciative. I love y'all, and I can't thank you enough for rocking with me throughout the years. Until next time, I'll be praying for you. Godspeed. I'm gone.